Following this week's SmackDown, Solo Sikoa took to his social media account to deliver a 4-word message to Roman Reigns. At SummerSlam, the original Tribal Chief returned, and his presence disqualified Cody Rhodes from facing Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE Championship. During the SummerSlam aftershow, Roman Reigns annihilated the Bloodline in response to Solo Sikoa's challenge to recapture the Ulafala. Outside the ring, the head of the table destroyed Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa before delivering a Superman punch on the newly proclaimed Tribal Chief. However, Sikoa was removed from the ring by the Tongans prior to his spear delivery. After Roman Reigns retrieved his Ulafala, he was unexpectedly attacked by Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, who let Solo Sikoa and the Samoan Lei escape. Standing tall over Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the original Tribal Chief gazed down the runway at Solo Sikoa as the program came to a close. Following the show, the enforcer took to Instagram to share a photo from when Reigns appointed him as the new Tribal Chief. Cody Rhodes gave Kevin Owens a shot at the WWE Undisputed Championship at the start of WWE SmackDown, after Owens assisted the American Nightmare in defeating the Bloodline, captained by Solo Sikoa. He didn't think he deserved a crack at the crown, therefore the prizefighter turned down the offer. After the show, viewers saw a glimpse of Nick Aldis chatting with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens behind the scenes. The general manager of SmackDown Live stated that he was holding off on discussing the possibility of a rematch between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns until Bash in Berlin. Owens lost his composure and questioned Aldis's choice, claiming that the organization's roster is filled with talented individuals who should have an opportunity to challenge for the undisputed WWE title. Roman Reigns' comeback at SummerSlam 2024 on Saturday sent WWE fans into a frenzy. He stopped Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes in the middle of their main event match to lay out his cousin. The atmosphere on SmackDown was anything but cordial. The original Tribal Chief was summoned by Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa, who then requested that he confront them. Just like that, Reigns utterly annihilated Tama and Tonga. Solo and Roman are clearly headed in the same direction. It seems inevitable, even though neither team has officially confirmed nor agreed to a matchup. Both guys are claiming to be the Tribal Chief, and a match between them might take place as soon as Bash in Berlin. Their inevitable showdown will take place at the upcoming premium live event, Bash in Berlin. In the event that they do, in fact, compete in Germany, this article will examine a number of potential match conditions. There are few matches as notorious as the Steel Cage match. There are a few different takes on the classic WWE Steel Cage match, but in all of them, the star in question must either win by escaping the cage, pinning their opponent, or submitting them. Roman Reigns was compelled to introduce Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa during WWE SmackDown, as previously mentioned. While the original Tribal Chief was preoccupied with Haku's offspring, Solo Sikoa managed to escape. But there would be no escaping if Roman and Solo were imprisoned in a steel cage. Actually, it's likely that there won't be any interference. With no place to escape or hide, the two would be trapped in the ring side by side. By match's end, the superior man will most likely be standing tall. One of WWE's most recent rules changes is the introduction of the Bloodline Rules match. But the regulations aren't complicated at all, looking much like a street fight. Wrestling is essentially a knockout sport. Falls count only if the wrestler is really knocked out in the ring. The other two events where Bloodline Rules matches were held were SummerSlam and WrestleMania. On Sunday at WrestleMania XL, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes squared off, and at SummerSlam, the match type included the American Nightmare vs. Solo Sikoa. It is worth noting that Cody Rhodes emerged victorious in both encounters, indicating that Roman and Solo have not yet achieved victory in a stable-based match type. This requirement is likely to be used because both superstars have fought in similar bouts before. There are other fights that feature the Bloodline besides the Bloodline Rules match. Tribal Combat Match Authority also rests with the WWE stable. While the rules of Tribal Combat are comparable to those of Standard Combat, the stakes are different. The objective of this fight is to identify the Tribal Chief, and it is also free of disqualifications and countouts. Only at SummerSlam 2023 did Jey Uso and Roman Reigns square off in a bout for control of the Bloodline. Roman and Solo's desire to claim the title of the Tribal Chief suggests that they will clash in this particular match type. If this works, the real tribal chief of the bloodline may finally be revealed. Among professional wrestling's most famous and longest-running gimmick matches is the Loser Leaves Town match. Any performer who loses the match is required by the terms of the bout to withdraw from the promotion. They may not use Loser Leaves WWE because WWE has 3 brands. The alternative would be to implement the Loser Leaves SmackDown clause. When it comes to Raw and NXT, the same logic may work. Changing brands would be preferable than dropping out of the offer. A Loser Leaves SmackDown match could be in the cards when Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa eventually face off, maybe at Bash in Berlin. Afterwards, whoever loses would have to face Adam Pearce on Monday Night Raw or maybe even Ava's NXT.